Hello, and welcome to another episode. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jonathan, co-founder of Parent Portfolio, author of Rent or Mortgage Free Living, How Smart People Optimize Their Finances, and I am a frugal millionaire. Today, I'm going to be watching and reacting to how I grew a $100,000 year business without a college degree, where I'll share my personal insights, tips, and recommendations. But before we begin, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. Now, without any further ado, let's get started.
Cool Ant Cleaners is a professional cleaning service. We mainly cater to young professionals, and we also clean some commercial spaces as well.
Now, I really love this because she only started her business with just $2,000, and now she's bringing about $13,000 a month. This just proves that there are businesses out there with low cost, barriers to entry, and that also can turn a very good profit. Great job.
We do residential and commercial, but in that we also do move-out cleans, move-in cleans. We do midterm rental turnovers, short-term rental turnovers, and then we also do real estate listing cleans.
So she's identified a service that provides value that's also in demand. As a real estate investor myself, I can tell you that having a very clean property is very crucial, especially in the short-term rental marketplace, because when your guests are staying at your place, they're going to note if your property is clean or not, and that's going to be reflected in your ratings. And having good ratings will differentiate between someone renting in your property in the future or if they're going to pick someone else. So it's very, very key to have a very, very clean place.
I struggled with depression my entire life. I feel like when I moved to Portland, Oregon, I identified things that I wasn't happy about with my life. One of those biggest insecurities was not making a lot of money. So that kind of went into this whole 10-year plan of, making more money and building the 7-figure business. My reasoning really comes down to just wanting to be able to provide for myself and my family.
So I like how she said that she used her insecurity as a motivator for her to make money. However, I would love for her to find a way to find some security by identifying what will it take for her to feel secure. Does that mean that she will have X amount of clients by the end of the year? Or will she have X amount of dollars as a cash reserve so she doesn't feel the pressure to always make money? That's something internal that she needs to figure out. I love it that she's motivated, but she needs to move to a place where she won't be so stressed out about money.
I did a lot of research and development on how to start a cleaning company. Are they profitable? What do you need to start a cleaning company? How much does it cost? And that was one of the things that drew me to the cleaning business. One was the fact that the costs are so low. It's just kind of insane because if you're just starting out with you doing the work, which was another draw to start the business, was that labor's always your most expensive thing. And if I can physically do the work well, then labor's not a big barrier to entry, if that makes sense.
Now, one thing I want to mention here is that she's done the work of researching on what it takes to start this cleaning business. No one told her what to do. No one handed it to her. She herself went out there and did it. There's a saying that everyone can, but not everyone will. And she's a big testament to that it was inside of herself that she put in the work, she put in the effort to find out what it will take to be successful. And I know that she mentioned that when she started off that she did all the labor, which is fine starting off. She was able to reduce her biggest expense. I'm just hoping that one day when she really scales is that she takes herself out of the business. Not that she's not involved, but she can spend more time running operations where she, instead of working in the business, she hires more staff and then she can kind of oversee them, scaling, hiring more clients to kind of get to that 7-figure dollar amount that she's looking forward to.
One time I took on a move out clean. It was just me, and it took me 13 hours to do a massive move out real estate listing clean. It was in way over my head. I underbid the job, and the riches are like in the niches. And so I quickly learned that just because you're in a higher income neighborhood or a bigger house, that doesn't mean that you're making more money. It actually means that you're making less money. Because I started out as a solo cleaner, I naturally was able to take on these smaller luxury condo buildings because that was more feasible for me in terms of time. But I also learned later on that the smaller spaces that we're cleaning are more profitable.
She is running super efficiently now, being able to identify over time which properties are most cost effective. No longer doing those big ones that could take hours to do, but those smaller condos. And this just came with time for her, starting off just picking up any kind of job that she needed, but then figuring out, all right, my time is well spent here. This is where I get the most bang for my buck. Great job.
There's a million different ways to spin a cleaning company because you can do it solo or you can do it with a business with employees. We do everything pretty official through a job management software that's pretty spendy. We have an accountant, gas, supplies, insurance, and payroll for our employees. Cleaning supplies are relatively low cost, but we do have a relatively inexpensive storage unit that we rent out to store all of our supplies in. And then we have laundry service and things like that that we pay for.
So this really goes to show that you really don't need a big office to run a small business. She's doing everything from home, all that software for the payroll, management, all third-party software. And now she has a storage unit where she holds all her supplies, and then she hires a third-party company to do the dry cleaning. She's almost giving you the blueprint on how to run your own cleaning business. Fantastic.
Long-term vision of where I see the company going is having one in other major cities and allowing other people what I wish I had earlier, which was an opportunity to move to another like cool state and have a job lined up. And I kind of want to make that same concept here. I want to be the person in my family that creates generational wealth and leaves behind a legacy that my nieces and nephews can be proud of or have access to if like they also share the joy of entrepreneurship. And I think there needs to be someone in the family doing that to show other people that the path is possible. Not that anyone's asked me to do that or cares, but here I am.
No, I have to say that this is probably my most favorite part of this video. I love these parts where these entrepreneurs are talking about generational wealth and how they want to pass something on to their family tree. But when it comes to generational wealth, it's not just about money, because if you don't teach someone how to properly manage their money, in probably the third generation, all that money is going to go away. So the key here is for her, if she really wants to build that generational wealth, build that family business. Whether she has children, cousins, keep it all in the family. Teach them what you're doing. Show them the value of it, and then put that money in a trust where the succeeding generations can borrow from the trust, start their own business, and put that money back in the trust, that for the next couple of generations, they could rinse and repeat that process. But she is fantastic. She is already an inspiration. I know she's doing a job that probably her family does not understand because it's unconventional, but that's okay. What she's now is being an example that one day if they say, hey, I don't want to go to college. Hey, I don't want to do this regular corporate job. What if I ask her? Now they have someone they can talk to, and that's all that she needs to do. Be proud of her work, share her success stories, bring them along with her so they can kind of see what she does on a day-to-day basis. Say, hey, wait, you know what? It's not that bad. I like your flexibility. I like that you can be your own boss. And wait, how much money do you bring? I like this because it changes the way we see how to make money. There are multiple ways to make money. There's nothing wrong working a day job. There's nothing working in an office. But now you are providing more options to people to say, hey, I don't have to go down this regular path. Instead, I want to do this and be like her. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're looking to take control of your financial future, we offer financial coaching. Just click the link in the description below to set up a free consultation where we can help you master your money. Now, once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support, and have yourself a great day. Bye.